Are you affected by the Celsius clawback announcement? You are if you were someone who withdrew in excess of $100,000 from Celsius within 90 days of the bankruptcy. So you're anticipating the collapse and you took out big money. If that wasn't you, this won't apply to you. You probably got a letter from the bankruptcy administrator. They want you to pay them a certain amount of money. They're offering that you pay them 13 3/4% of what you had taken back. This is called a clawback. Either you pay that now, special deal, or we're going to, through the bankruptcy court, come after you for a higher amount of 19.4%. So they're offering you a deal. All right. Now, should you take it or should you not? You have until April 15th to make that decision. It's a very short notice, 3 weeks. Now, here's some considerations. First of all, does the law allow there to be a clawback? Yes, the law does allow for there to be a clawback, and that's true. Now, if you are a large holder, that may be something you might want to fight, because it is not really that clear, at least from my assessment of the situation, because in this situation, Celsius may have transferred assets from a custodial relationship when in July of 21, they changed their terms and conditions and forced everybody into basically a situation where your assets that you'd given to Celsius were a loan. They were no longer a custodial relationship. This is big now in a couple different ways. I'm not sure that the terms of the Title 11, Section 547 or 550 apply in this case in a clean manner, because it's complicated. And I think some people, very large holders at Celsius, may want to fight this. I'm sure there's lawyers lining up to do that work for you at a high rate. The question for you, if you're a regular holder, like one of our clients called up, said they got a letter, did withdraw $104,000 from Celsius within the 90-day time period, and they're being asked to pony up a little over $13,000 to Celsius. Otherwise, if they don't do that accept that deal by April 15th, then they're going to come after them for a higher amount. So, of course, the letter tries to sell this as a great thing. It may not be as open and closed a case as the bankruptcy administrator suggests it might be. I think it's not clean. I think there's some dirty aspects to this that it'd be a hard battle to wage. But of course, they're going to go after it because, according to them, 40% of the assets of Celsius were withdrawn within that 90-day period. So, they're coming back after the 2% of Celsius owners that actually had done this withdrawal. I would say this is room for a class action suit back against them. Maybe the current law firm that is fighting against the bankruptcy, representing creditors, would be somebody who would have a voice to say on this. It's certainly a railroading attempt. It's very quick. There's a lot of issues here, and I think it really comes down to how much money did you actually have in Celsius that you withdrew in that last 90 days. For example, my client, a little over 13,000. Well, if she goes to litigate this, she's either going to have to pay cash for that or pony up a percentage of whatever is won. Will that be more or less than the $13,000 that she could pay right now? I think that's the choice you have to make. Is it better now, better later? I would put this one word of, before you get too indignant and want to wage war against the bankruptcy and show Celsius your stuff, I would say this. You who have withdrawn those assets, $100,000 or more in 2022, what have you done with those assets? I would say you profited quite well if you invested them back in the stock market. It is up significantly. We're really excited about that. If you just do it back in Bitcoin based on a one-year price movement, you've made a fortune. And I think you certainly have made a lot of money because you did withdraw the money, or that was a smart move. Whether you wage that battle or not is up to pretty much whether the large holders of Celsius are going to fight this battle, and if you want to join your cause with them. It is not as cut and dry as the administrator said. Neither is winning it for your side. But I wish you the best. I think our advice for our client was $13,000. That was a good deal. you've made that money in the last year, 2 years, go ahead and pay them and put this chapter of your life behind you. But for larger investors, you should pull together and make it a strategic decision. All my best. Remember, taxes are sexy.
Thank you very much for listening to today's show, and I hope you enjoy it. Please give us comments. We would love to respond to any questions you give us. You have tax questions that we can apply to. We will try to address it in future shows. Please hit like, subscribe, follow. Thank you. Have a great day.
The Clinton Donnelly Show, where we explore how taxation and regulations of cryptocurrencies affect your daily life as an investor. Clinton is one of the top experts in crypto taxation in the US. Clinton has a law degree in international financial regulation. He is an enrolled agent and certified as a cryptocurrency anti-financial crime specialist. This show is sponsored by CryptoTaxAudit.com, the income tax experts for US crypto investors. Go to CryptoTaxAudit.com to learn more and schedule a private tax consultation now. The opinions expressed in this show are not legal advice. Tax and regulations are complicated. Your situation is unique, so you should always consult a tax professional.